What's up, gamers? It's time for another episode of Seven Nights. That's right. We do have more heroes to talk about today. So let's get right to it. Alright, first and foremost, I'm going to do a little bit of a sound check. I actually haven't recorded this game in a while. So there we go. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't need to be too loud anyway. It's going to be mostly commentary. New special hero, Elysia. So I don't know if I'm actually pronouncing it right, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. She's going to be the main focus on today's discussion. So we're going to look at her skills and see if she's good. I believe she's in the class of the special heroes like Seven Knights and the Four Lords, things of that nature. I'm just going to go ahead and search for her in the Codex. I'm trying to remember if she's in Content. Yeah, Content Codex. Special Heroes, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's the Revolutionary. There she is. Revolutionary Captain Elysia. So basically, what I'm going to do is we're going to read her abilities. I'm going to be doing this with all heroes that have awakening abilities. We're going to show you just the 6-star version, and then we're going to tell you about the awakened version. This is going to be something I'm going to be doing in the future with all these types of heroes. Alright, so starting with the non-awakened version, for those who are not planning on doing the work to make them awakened, we'll start with the passive ability. She protects all allies from debuffs for 2 turns, becomes immune to all damage for 3 turns. That's actually awesome. Um, I don't think there's a hero that really does the whole protection from debuffs thing like she does, so that's actually really cool. That means basically that you're not going to get debuffed by anything. I think Spike does the same thing too, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the only other hero that does it. So now to have another hero that does it, that's pretty cool. And then of course being immune to damage is also a nice thing. So as far as active skills are concerned, she inflicts 50% physical damage on 3 enemies 2 times. Decrease the enemy's recovery rate by 50% for 2 turns. So it's kind of an ace ability because he does something similar. So that's an okay ability. It's just okay, really. And then her last ability, she inflicts 2,000 fixed damage on 4 enemies. So that's pretty awesome. Additionally, decrease the enemy's buff duration by 2 turns, which is pretty good, and increase the enemy's skill cooldown by 15 seconds, which is also pretty good. So, not bad as far as her Starfall ability. I think that's a really good ability. 2,000 fixed damage seems to be the end thing now. With all these, damage immunities and defense buffs and things like that, it's nice to see that they do have answers to all this defenses. So, good on her. And let's check out her Revolutionary Awakened ability. So let's take a look here. Oh, it's Queen of Terra, Elysia. So, we're going to go ahead and start with her passive ability. We're going to do the Awakened ability last. Because remember, whenever they're awakened, all of their abilities get upgrade of some sort. So this time she protects all allies from debuffs 2 times still, or 2 turns, excuse me. Becomes immune to all damage for 4 turns instead of 3, so that's pretty cool. Also, if the damage received is higher than the current HP, survives with 1 HP. She's literally like the female version of Ace in some degree, because Ace does the same thing at the end. So, interesting. Active skill, Heavenly Spark, now inflicts 60% physical damage on all enemies 2 times. Decrease enemy's recovery by 60% for 2 turns. This ability I don't really care about. It's okay. It's nothing to brag about. The other ability, this is what's going to be good. Inflict 3,000 fixed damage on 4 enemies. That's hardcore right there. Additionally, decrease the enemy's buff duration by 2 turns and increase the enemy's skill cooldown by 20 seconds. So that's pretty cool too. That ability is going to go far. It's going to help you in certain modes that are new, which I'm going to talk about as well. Um, and then what you all want to see, the Awakened ability. So all allies become immune to damage 2 times. This effect also applies to ignore armor, piercing, and she additionally becomes immune to debuffs for. Or, I'm sorry, becomes immune to debuffs for 2 times. Okay. So basically, everybody gets a major defensive buff. when she does her awakening skill. She becomes more tanky than anything at that point. So that's pretty cool. I'm not upset about that. Is she going to be worth using? Absolutely. For a few reasons. One, she's going to be good in arena. And two, she's actually going to be good in Castle Rush now because if you guys have noticed, they actually have a hard mode. And hard mode, as it says, is actually hard. It's really, really difficult um, to get a lot of damage in there. And these people who do fixed amount of damage, like Elysia, for example, she's actually proving to be very, very helpful in that kind of scenario. Now, of course, if you don't have her, you may feel free to use Terra because she's freaking awesome, or Pascal. He's also good for the new hard mode. I'm not going to search for them because that's not what we're talking about right now. But I just kind of wanted to bring up hard mode. I think one day I may do a video showing it off, but maybe not right now. Another thing I want to go over is now we have a new awakened hero, Flaming Nova Hellania. So let's see how much better she got. She looks a lot better. I think that's a cool outfit. Her passive ability. All allies become immune to 3 target AoE attacks for 6 turns. That's interesting for sure. Because there are a lot of, highly damaging, attacks like that. So pretty cool. Um, Becomes immune to all debuffs that cause reductions. So that's pretty cool. Decrease all enemies' block rates by 50% for 6 turns. So she's pretty phenomenal just with her passive ability already. Like, that's awesome. Her active skills inflicts 90% physical damage on all enemies. Additionally, recover HP by 150% of the damage dealt. Decreases the enemy's attack by 40% for 2 turns. So basically, she's becoming a really good sentinel, a lot better than she already was. She was actually decent. Just she doesn't really get used at all these days. Just everybody seems to overshadow her. Not anymore, and I'm glad that they're doing that. I'm glad that they're awakening heroes that don't get a lot of play these days. It kind of helps change the meta, and I like that. Her next active skill blocks all enemy attacks for 3 turns, taunts all enemies, and increase defense by 50%, which is what you kind of expected. Pretty good for what she does. Really, really, really good tank. And her awaken ability. Let's see what it does. I actually haven't read this, so let's see. Decrease all physical damage received for all allies by 60% for 6 turns. Increase the block rate of all allies by 50% for 6 turns. So basically, everybody gets a huge defensive buff, which is going to be huge for hard mode Castle Rush because, again, it's ridiculous. Just ridiculous how hard it is to do. So I think that's going to go a long way. So, yes, Hellania is definitely worth awakening. So, you definitely want to do that. So, that's more or less what I wanted to go over today as far as um, this game is concerned. However, I will do one thing that I wasn't planning on doing since I've only made this video about 8 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys hard mode on Castle Rush. I've already done a couple of attacks myself, but I'm going to go ahead and do one more on video just to kind of give you an idea. So we're doing Jave's castle on hard mode. And as you can tell, usually when I'm showing off Castle Rush, a lot of us have like over 1 million. Quite a few of us. We usually have multi-millions, even on normal mode. On hard mode, look at this. The majority of us are just in the 100,000, some in the tens of thousands, and others who need to step up and actually participate or they're getting booted. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and ready ourselves. And for Java, initial strategies for easy and hard mode is really nothing really major. I mean, I would usually recommend heroes like her, Lena, to keep you alive, healed, and up your damage boost. But in this scenario, it's a bit more difficult than that. So basically, what you want in hard mode are heroes with damage immunities, but you also want to, you know, you also want heroes that can actually do something other than that, other than just not die. As much as I like this guy right here, he doesn't have damage immunity. He increases, I mean, his defense is pretty good. However, the amount of damage they do, he just dies. I've been actually kind of playing back and forth with which heroes could do well, and yeah, he's kind of the weak link of the group. I was using Ace, but unfortunately, Ace is just does not stay alive long enough. So that's kind of what that is. I need people with damage immunities. Uh, Also, I'm thinking about doing Black Rose because she won't get hit. It's either that or I run Neza because Neza, with as much damage as they put out, I think that she's gonna end up making them kill themselves. So let's see if Neza works actually. Um, I'm using Sarah to do that fixed damage. I'm actually using Awakened Karen to try to keep my people alive. Although having her in the front seems a bit dangerous, but we'll see. Shane is going to be one of the main damage dealers. Plus, she already has physical immunity. I'm sorry. She has, magic immunity. She might die. Well, yeah, she's probably going to die pretty soon. Because honestly, you actually need physical immunities for these, not really magical. But she's, oh darn. I guess I'll just run Black Rose. But I have Dellins as my damage dealer, and he has immunity, so we'll try him. So like I said, we're kind of going back and forth on who's worth it. We're gonna try this group and see what happens. So Dellins is gonna be the main damage dealer. If nothing else, I should change my formation to the 1-4 formation so that it's known that one person's dealing the majority of the damage while everybody else is there for other reasons. So actually, let's do that. We're gonna change it to, and I haven't quite upped all my skills yet, so this is going to be a little bit of a crapshoot here. Oops, wrong lady. And we're going to put Dallins in the back because he's going to be the damage dealer as far as, hitting. Everybody else is either going to do like fixed damage, bleed damage, reflect damage, or healing. And then we'll use one of my friends' Dellins, I guess, on here to see what happens, more or less. I'm hoping to do at least 100k. If I can do at least 100k, it seems that I'm doing alright, which is weird and sad. Okay, starting with her, we're going to try to bleed him. And then we're going to do the fixed damage afterwards. That damage immunity is basically just saving her right now. That's some of that fixed damage. I'm going to kind of let it auto fight. Well, actually, no, I need to get Dellins to kill one of them. That's what I need to do. Got one of them dizzy, which is important. Got a little bit of that reflect there. Yeah, lots of defense. That's usually that deals a lot more damage, and it totally didn't. Silencing them is also good too. And while actually this is playing, I'm going to go ahead and plug something. Right now, Awesome Games Done Quick is actually being ran. These are people who speedrun video games. So if you want to see your favorite game get destroyed, check out the Twitch channel for Games Done Quick. They're doing Awesome Games Done Quick 2017. At the moment, I'm actually watching them right now. They're doing Contra 4, and after this, they just did a donation incentive to speedrun Contra 3. So if you want to see that game, or I should know, by the time I get this posted, Contra 3 will probably be over. But anyway, during this recording, because currently they're running a bunch of Contra games. But yeah, I highly support this group. Basically, they speedrun games for a week, 24 hours a day for 7 days. They try to raise money. Right now, they're raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. And they also do what's called Summer Games Done Quick, obviously during the summer for 1 week. And then I believe they're going to be doing Doctors Without Borders. So, if you're a gamer and you care about the community, check them out and, donate. There's no reason not to. So, yeah, I mean, more or less the public service announcement I'm going to give. I'm going to be plugging them in just about every video I do until really Saturday. Um, I meant to plug them in my Heroes Charge video recently and kind of forgot. So, whoops. But as you can tell, Karen just kind of bit the dust there. Um, the fact that Aragon is on their team is just not fair. Let's just be honest. Yeah, normally Dylan's will be doing a lot more damage, but it's just not happening. I think that we're gonna be better off probably running Rachel instead of Dylan's. I mean, Rachel's always been the Castle Rush Queen anyway. It's just that she doesn't have any kind of damage immunity, so she just dies so easily these days. Oh yeah, I forgot to do Sarah's ability. Get some of that 2,000 fixed damage. Because that's honestly the best way to go here is that fixed damage. I'm not gonna auto put in my other Dellins. I almost did earlier, but then I remember what I was actually doing. And get a little more healing. Or not, we'll just let her die. Well, I guess I have to put Dellins in now because Karen's dead. Hmm, rather unfortunate. Let's get rid of that buff. I should probably move my little chat head somewhere. Yeah, this is rough, guys. This is really, really rough. I can't remember the last time I actually struggled before getting to the boss. Like, that's how nuts this is. Another thing I want to plug too while I'm here. Every Wednesday, me and my friend Handy Killcam, we do a podcast every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to noon Central Standard Time. If you guys are interested in just hearing us talk about whatever, mostly video games is what we talk about, but if you want to be there live, he posted on YouTube. Just look up Handy Kill Cam. He's actually on my subscribers list, so if you want to see how to spell his name, just look at my subscriber list on my YouTube channel. He's on there. Um, and he also does his own videos as well. He's very active on Twitch, streaming Call of Duty. That's his main thing. But yeah, but as far as the podcast, yeah, every Wednesday, 10 a.m. to noon. If you're interested in checking it out, we'd like to see you there. Yeah, this is pretty much where I die. Although I think I dealt a good amount of damage this time. I think I've done more damage than I've done in the last two. Yeah, I'd say it's about the same. It just looked like more damage, I guess. So I did at least 100k damage, but yeah, that's hard mode, guys. Welcome. It is not easy at all. Um, like I said, my recommendations: use people with immunities, use people that do fixed damage. Like I said, I use Sarah. If you have Pascal, use Pascal. And if you're lucky enough to get that new lady I showed you in the beginning, Elysia, especially Awakened, that 3,000 fixed damage will go a long way as well. So that's the thing. Um, I should probably consider maybe running someone that maybe prevents damage. Like maybe I should probably running Guan Yu in this list because I think one of his abilities actually prevents or makes everyone immune to damage for a turn. So that might be a thing. Diachan I think does something similar, except for I think her defense sucks. More than likely, I'll have to look them up. But these are just some ideas if you kind of want to try to stay alive. Um, yeah, and then I think on my chat, if it hasn't already gone away, we actually had a few people who um, basically said what kind of teams they were using. So here, looking at our chat, basically they're talking about how rough hard mode is. Basically, they're using Rudy, Ren, Karma, Klahan, and Gip. I'm not sure they're talking about Castle Rush. Yeah, I think so. And then I think this is when we were attacking Dellins because Dellin was the first one that we had done hard mode on. Someone's using Lena, Ace, Rachel, Yui, and Shane because use Yui against Dellins, I guess. Although I don't think that applies anymore because it's hard to even get to the boss. I'm gonna use Shane, Rudy, Spike, Eileen, and Ace. Someone says that Chris seems to work good on the little guys, which is probably right. I just don't use Chris because I only have like one at level 30. I haven't really been pushing to get him. I'm not sure. I think someone using Feng Yang, Evan, Karen, combo. Both of awakened, I assume. Um, of course, someone said awakened Hellania and Elysia. He spelled it wrong, but that's fine. That's probably the autocorrect. Seems useful too. I absolutely agree. So, I mean, clearly the people that we have here are, you know, more or less given ideas on who to use. So, give those people a try. Oh, yeah, FY, I think they said is Feng Yang. If you're wondering who that is, I believe he's one of the Eastern Empire people. I don't run him. But you didn't see Feng Yang, you just saw FY. I'll show you who he is and why he's recommending him. I believe he's Asia. That kind of name, I mean, not to sound racist, but it does sound Asian. Let me see if I can find him. I don't ever really use him. There he is. So basically, let's see what he does, because honestly, I don't really use this guy. He becomes immune to all damage for 3 turns, which is actually pretty good. He additionally decreases skill cooldown by 10 seconds with each basic attack. Oh, nice. I think you got an upgrade. Decrease skill cooldown by an additional 10 seconds at a certain rate. Oh, that's nice. And this applies to counterattacks and speed attacks. So he's pretty good because he more or less, one, doesn't take damage for a while, and two, he, ups their skill or decreases. Oh, he decreases your skill cooldown. Okay. Okay, so basically he can constantly do abilities. His active skills, he inflicts 600% magic damage on one enemy. Oh, that's why he uses them. Ignores the enemy's defense. Oh, that is strong. And then he inflicts 95% magic damage on all enemies. Additionally, increase the damage by 20% each time an enemy dies. Increase crit rate by 80% for 2 turns. And decrease the enemy's damage by 40% for 2 turns. So, okay, he's kind of like the Rachel equivalent, it seems. Seems pretty strong, though. Wow. I never really used him, to be honest. I don't know. When he first dropped, I wasn't impressed, but apparently he's better than I thought. Well, there you go, guys. Some ideas about Castle Rush hard mode. Um, you got to see 2 new awakened heroes, which I highly recommend getting them both to awaken if you're willing to take the time or use the topaz, whatever you want to do. Oh, yeah. I'll explain how the topaz thing works because I actually recently awakened Evan. So now I have Evan and Karen awakened. But anyway, and the reason you see that I have 4 stars on my team is only because I level up all my 4 stars because I fuse them, and I highly recommend you do it. Anyway, go to shop, go to common in the middle. On the very bottom, it says awakening shop. There's the miscellaneous one, which I don't usually do. If you go to the bottom one, yes, my battery is low. There you go. You can spend 40 topaz, or yeah, to gain 50 shards of whichever hero you're trying to get. This is pretty much how I was able to get Karen and Evan, uh, evolved pretty quickly. I'm usually pretty good about having topaz due to, playing in the guild tournament, or guild war, excuse me. playing in Arena, um, and I think there's one other thing that does it too, but I can't remember. But yeah, there you go, guys. This is going to end the video here. One more time, it's going to plug Awesome Games Done Quick. If you want to, watch your favorite games get speed run and you're willing to do it, and if you want to donate, definitely do so. I'm going to be donating $75 myself, either today or tomorrow, to them. So, I encourage you guys, if you can donate, if not, no big deal. I've been watching them for years, and this is actually my first time ever donating, and I'm really excited about that. I want to show that gamers actually care about the world too. We're not just playing games. That we're also raising awareness for cancer and other things that they do for charity. So check them out on Twitch. It's basically Games Done Quick. Look them up, and you guys take it easy.